They called UFO sightings nothing but speculation, until one was taken down right before our eyes.
That's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off.
Target locked, and the sky lit up. These aren't just normal military showdowns.
Holy cow.
What you're about to see could be the first clash between humans and something not from this world. A recent sighting over Medina, Saudi Arabia, had people staring up in shock. A bright red light had fallen from the sky, plunging the city into alarm as it trailed flames. Rumors spread fast that the state had deflected or intercepted whatever it was. But that didn't stop wild speculation. Some netizens insisted it was just a meteor burning up, while others swore it looked like a craft being shot down. An alien probe crashing out of our skies. Clips of the blaze circulated online, and comments blew up with theories. So what was it really? Space rock or something more deliberate? Tell me what you think below. Sky strike. On September 12th, 2025, China did something that left the whole world buzzing. Reports claimed it had shot down an unidentified object, blasting it into pieces right in midair. Multiple citizens caught the fiery spectacle on camera. Bright flashes, smoke, and then nothing but debris raining down. The footage spread fast, and speculation came even faster. Was it a UFO? Many enthusiasts were convinced this was an alien craft. An invasion stopped before it even began. Others argued it was simply advanced military testing. Whatever the truth, one thing seemed certain. China showed it was ready with powerful weaponry. Shot down. With the crazy New Jersey sightings back in 2024, some civilians took matters into their own hands. One man even tried to shoot down a UFO drone. And while it seemed unaffected and kept moving forward, the attempt sparked plenty of speculation online. At first, it seemed like a dead end. Just another UFO sighting dismissed as strange but harmless. But then a new clip emerged, and it was a game changer. The video shows a truck hauling a massive UFO surrounded by police cars. Rumors quickly spread that this was the same UFO the man had fired at, and that it had crashed not long after. Where was it taken? What happened to the craft? The authorities haven't said a word, and that silence has only fueled suspicions. But this crash wasn't an isolated event. There have been other videos of UFOs blowing up or being taken down. Could this mean we have tech capable of rivaling aliens? Or are the aliens just not as invincible as we thought? What's your take on all this? Skyfall. A strange video posted by a resident showed a mysterious object descending from the sky over New Jersey in December 2024. It burned as it fell, a flaming craft hurtling toward the ground. Witnesses filmed the descent, and rumors spread that the object had been shot down, though nobody confirmed who fired. The clip circulated without follow-up reports of wreckage, which only fed suspicion of a government cover-up. Some folks insisted it was a real UFO. Others suggested a staged event to distract the public. Blue streaks. A strange clip was recorded in the US on August 25th this year, showing the night sky lit up by eerie blue lights streaking across in groups.
Holy.
It looked organized, almost like something big was about to happen. People immediately began speculating. Was this UFO warfare? The long-rumored alien invasion finally unfolding above our heads? Others claimed these weren't aliens at all, but secret government tests of advanced technology. The footage spread quickly online, leaving everyone unsettled and guessing what exactly those glowing blue streaks were, and where they were heading next.
Oh my god.
Paris fireball. A clip filmed in 2023 resurfaced online, sparking wild speculation. It showed a fiery object streaking downward over Paris before suddenly blinking out of existence. Viewers claimed it wasn't just a meteor, but a UFO attempting to invade the country, and that it was quickly shot down before reaching the ground. The idea spread fast, with people saying this proved humans had technology advanced enough to neutralize alien craft. Whether it was an alien encounter or something else entirely, the footage left everyone stunned and questioning what really happened in the skies over Paris. Alien disruption. A group of friends were caught off guard when a sudden beam of light shot down with shocking force, plunging the entire area into a brief blackout. Moments later, the light blinked back on, leaving everyone shaken but unharmed. While skeptics dismissed the event as CGI, others speculated it was a misfire from an alien standoff happening above the clouds. But what if it wasn't an accident? Could it have been a calculated strike to test out their laser weapons? Mysterious activity. A resident in Phoenix, Arizona, managed to catch some seriously bizarre action on tape. A blinking light zipping through the sky at breakneck speed before merging with an orange orb.
Whoa, is that moving quick?
Here's the wild part. The blinking light suddenly shoots downward, vanishing as it plunges toward the ground. It looked like the orange orb might have taken it out entirely. The video has everyone scratching their heads, with no clear answers surfacing. Some are speculating that the orange orb was a UFO striking down the light, which many believe was a drone, perhaps to keep its presence under wraps.
Ooh, that whatever it was just shut down the drone, if that was a drone.
In flames. I don't know if it was an actual UFO engulfed in flames or a flying fireball, but this is next level creepy. Residents in India spotted this nightmarish sight in the sky on January 6th. You can actually see the flames moving. The strange part, though, was that it remained stuck mid-air, rather than coming crashing down like an actual thing on fire. This has made some people believe that it's a part of the sky that was on fire and not some object. What do you think about this? Unharmed probe. A shocking clip swept the internet showing a UFO off the coast of Yemen. Military pilots launched an MQ-9 Reaper and fired a missile at the speeding object. The impact flashed across the footage, but to everyone's shock, the strike had no effect. The craft kept zipping through the sky as if nothing had happened. Witnesses and analysts replayed the moment, stunned by the apparent resilience. Viewers argue this proved the probes were far beyond our weapons. Others suggested exotic defenses or clever illusions. If those objects were hostile, many said, Earth would already be in serious trouble indeed. Sky shifter. A guy filmed Black Hawk choppers over Houston, circling something strange in the sky. The camera caught a fast object that moved with impossible speed and left a weird, smoke-like trail as it zipped across the sky.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
Clips spread online and people started talking about drone tech that could mimic planes or even morph on the fly. Skeptics blamed tricks or reflections, but for many, the footage looked like military hardware chasing something way beyond our usual toys and scary.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
3 days apart, a resident in Canada recorded a similar sighting, this time clearly visible against a bright blue sky. A black disc glided smoothly, its tail blurry and smoky like the Houston object. Sunlight flashed off its metallic surface as it drifted, impossible to dismiss as a balloon or bird. People compared both clips, arguing they showed the same kind of shape-shifting craft. With two near-identical sightings in different countries, believers said this confirmed it was genuine. Either way, people were left asking, what are these things? And who's behind them? Lightning duel. On September 1st, 2025, a resident in Japan filmed a bizarre light in the cloudy sky. The slender object hovered, pulsing with unnatural brightness. Then lightning struck it repeatedly. Each impact made the craft flare, and without warning, it glowed fiercely and fired a beam back toward the cloud bank above. Witnesses replayed the clip, stunned by the apparent exchange. Some folks online said the craft was harvesting energy from the storm. Others believed it was battling something hidden in the clouds. Whatever it was, the footage left people convinced they had watched an aerial confrontation unlike anything before on record. Blue beam. A couple of friends hanging out filmed a strange blue beam descending from the sky. It cut through the night like a laser, fixed and intense, and everyone froze as it washed the street in electric color.
No, I thought that was the bat signal. Bro, oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Some viewers argued it was a signal from deep space, a deliberate message returned to Earth. Others feared it was a UFO beam, the first sign of an abduction. Skeptics guessed drone lights or a projection. But for those who watched, the moment felt like something extraterrestrial.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Ground orbs. A driver was cruising down a lonely road late at night when he saw a strange, bright light ahead. Pulling over, he watched 4 orbs hovering a few feet above the ground, close enough that he thought he could reach out and touch them. They stayed perfectly still, arranged like the corners of a small craft, glowing with a steady, otherworldly light. Netizens argued whether it was a drone, military gear, or a genuine UFO inspecting Earth up close. No one knew for sure. Yet, still. Mothership. Residents in Texas were stunned by what they saw in the stormy sky. This wasn't an ordinary thunderstorm. The entire sky kept flashing purple, and every flash seemed to reveal a strange, saucer-shaped outline hidden among the clouds.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a... Oh, no.
Witnesses swore they saw the massive form moving slowly, as if it were alive. Many believe the lightning was actually being emitted by an enormous alien mothership cloaked in the storm. The footage now circulating online gave people chills. Skeptics brushed it off as pareidolia, claiming it was just oddly shaped clouds. But that uneasy feeling hasn't left those who witnessed it.
What the f***?
It's an airplane. Girl, not that little motherfucking airplane up there.
Red spinner. A family out on a picnic enjoying a sunny day noticed something strange hanging in the sky and quickly began recording. Above them hovered a bizarre object, slowly rotating as it glimmered with a bright red glow. At times, it even looked like it was flaming, its edges flickering as it turned. Some thought it might be a craft burning off fuel as it ascended into space, while others believed it had been hit and was burning up. Many watching the footage were convinced this was no ordinary aircraft, but an anti-gravity craft. Something definitely not from our world. Lake visitors. Strange footage circulating online, filmed back in 2023, showed glowing orbs of light descending silently from the night sky and dropping into a still, dark lake. There weren't just one or two. Several of them fell, one after another, vanishing beneath the surface without a splash.
Lambo, atrodo, kad čia specialiai.
Some people believe these were alien probes intentionally sent into the water, perhaps to study something hidden below. Others thought the objects were malfunctioning crafts, crashing one by one into their watery grave. Whatever the explanation, the sight of these eerie lights disappearing into the depths left viewers unsettled and filled with speculation. Shutdown. UFOs had forced authorities in Denmark and Norway to shut down the airspace over Copenhagen and Oslo, temporarily closing both airports. These things came out of nowhere, catching officials off guard. Many were calling them mysterious drones, comparing them to the strange New Jersey UFO incident from the previous year. The clip showed a glowing green orb racing at incredible speed over the airport. But as it came closer, viewers realized it was no ordinary orb. It was a craft with an intense green light. A pilot even reported another blinking light far too close to his plane. Some called it the TR-3B. Others thought it was something even stranger.
You're gonna think I'm crazy. There's something that just went from right to left to right in a blink and then flashes lights 3-4 times and vanished.
On offense. These orbs flying over the states aren't just loitering about doing nothing. Some of them have gone on the offensive already. This is what one local caught on camera. An orb that was shooting some sort of lasers at the ground.
Holy cow.
The guy had no idea at what or who. But people are guessing it's the military. Although why they're still keeping this under wraps is unclear. My guess is they've got something to hide. Some netizens believe the government has been working with extraterrestrials all along, and a falling out has triggered the bizarre aerial activity we're now witnessing.
That thing is completely stationary shooting.
Top secret. On January 5th, 2025, a pilot flying over New York came face to face with what could only be an extraterrestrial adversary. Zooming in with his camera, what he saw was a black metallic orb in the distance. This thing looked like it was heading straight for the plane. What happened next? That's anyone's guess. Because the pilot abruptly ended the video. What if it wasn't hostile? Could the orb have been trying to communicate or even warn us about something bigger on the horizon? A friendly message, perhaps, lost in the mystery? Or maybe it wasn't so friendly after all. With no follow-up from the pilot or authorities, we're left in the dark. Sky face-off. Prepare to be shocked because this next video is definitely out there. At first, there are just two objects in the sky, these thin red lines, and then boom, you have these brilliant lights exploding in the sky. Now some people are saying, oh, these are just meteors, but that doesn't make any sense. There are multiple objects in the sky, and how do you explain the lights? It's far from any meteor. UFO experts have jumped in explaining these were extraterrestrials having a face-off in the middle of the skies. But let me know what you guys think of this. Drone missed. Amid the growing wave of UFO and drone sightings, some old videos have resurfaced that are opening fresh debates. And this one is a prime example. The uploader claims this footage is from 2020 in China, right after the global pandemic began. The video allegedly shows multiple drones flying in formation and spraying something over an area. The eerie part? No one knows what exactly was being sprayed. And with most videos of the incident mysteriously taken down, it's fueling even more suspicion. Some think this might be legit, suggesting it could have been a chemical of some kind. Though, whether it was harmful or not, is anyone's guess. Skeptics are questioning the timing and authenticity, but the secrecy around the footage makes you wonder, what are they hiding? Warning. Now this right here is giving off major end-of-the-world vibes. And let's be honest, maybe we're not gearing up for a zombie apocalypse after all. This could be the start of an alien apocalypse. On December 28th last year, a local in the States caught some seriously unsettling activity early in the morning. The streetlights started flashing like they were losing their minds, almost as if the universe was throwing up a red flag. But here's where it gets wild. Around the same time, someone else recorded a UFO taking off at a speed that can only be described as impossible. It zipped out of sight so fast, it seemed like it was trying to dodge the camera. Now the big question, are these two incidents linked? Could the UFO's insane speed have caused the streetlights to freak out? Mysterious disappearance. Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 took off from Kuala Lumpur in March 2014 and never reached its destination. It vanished from radar and from the world, as if it had slipped out of time itself. Recently, a shocking video surfaced claiming to capture the airliner's final moments. Allegedly filmed by an MQ-1C Grey Eagle drone, the footage shows the plane surrounded by glowing orbs, circling it in an eerie, synchronized pattern. Then, in a blink, the plane is gone, as if it had teleported. While some wreckage from the flight has reportedly been found, the bulk of the aircraft remains missing, leaving the world baffled. Could extraterrestrial forces have abducted the plane? Or was it the result of a secret time travel experiment? Orb Springs. Imagine kicking back in your yard at night, staring at the stars, when something totally unexplainable catches your eye. That's exactly what happened to a guy who caught a truly bizarre moment on camera. Two small glowing orbs were floating silently, but then one of the orbs started releasing smaller, brighter orbs one by one, like it was running some kind of experiment. This went on for a while, and then, out of nowhere, the main orb exploded in a flash. The second orb didn't stick around. It quickly zipped off. The guy didn't even have words for what he just saw. And honestly, who would? Hot pursuit. Could we be dealing with something far beyond our control? That's the unsettling question everyone's asking after a jaw-dropping video went viral. In the clip, a sleek, saucer-shaped craft zipped across the sky, effortlessly leaving a fighter jet in its dust. The jet pushed hard to keep pace, but it's painfully clear it's not even close to matching the UFO's speed or agility. People online have been throwing around all kinds of theories. Some think it's an alien craft showing off its advanced tech. Others wonder if it's a not-so-friendly reminder that extraterrestrial visitors might not be playing by any secret agreements we thought existed. Nightlight. Late-night mysteries always get people talking, but this one took things to a whole new level. Imagine an entire neighborhood suddenly lit up by 4 blinding orbs floating in the sky. Yeah, subtlety wasn't the theme here. Naturally, folks grabbed their phones to capture the bizarre scene. The orbs just hung there, glowing intensely, until one of them started to descend. It moved slowly, its brightness fading as it dropped closer to the ground. And then, poof, gone without a trace. By morning, everyone expected the news to blow up with explanations. But instead, crickets. The silence from officials only added to the unease, leaving locals suspicious. Stuck in tree. Imagine cruising down a quiet road, only to stumble upon this. a glowing, translucent object tangled in the branches of a tree. One stunned driver couldn't resist stopping to record the eerie sight, and the footage has the internet buzzing. Many believe it's no ordinary object. Speculations are flying that it's a fragment of a UFO, possibly a crashed one, with its advanced camouflage tech still active, whatever it is. It's got people seriously questioning the official explanations.
I can't see inside it. What is going on right now?
Mysterious craft. A quiet day in New Jersey took a strange turn when a mother and son noticed drones overhead. But as they kept watching, something stood out. One of the crafts didn't look like a drone at all. The son quickly started filming what looked like a bizarre object, almost like two planes merged together. The real kicker? It was flashing bright, unusual multicolored lights. Not the standard red and green you usually see on aircraft. Skeptics quickly pointed to CGI, but the mother and son are convinced what they saw was 100% real. So what do you think? Is it a new kind of tech or something else entirely? Ex-mothership. This footage from New Jersey has definitely raised some eyebrows. Recorded on December 7th at midnight, the video showed what the uploader believed to be a drone mothership hovering high in the sky, shaped like a massive white curved X. What was strange was that the craft wasn't emitting any lights, almost like it was trying to stay hidden, but it was still clearly visible due to its huge size. Its ability to hover without any noticeable exhaust or sound raised even more questions. Whether it's a high-tech military project or something out of this world, it's certainly one of the most baffling sightings yet. Shine bright. It's one thing to catch a strange sight at night, but when something unexpected lights up the sky in broad daylight, it's impossible to ignore. Witnesses were left stunned when a glowing disc appeared, radiating so brightly that it almost seemed to challenge the sun itself, unlike anything ordinary, like a plane or a drone. This object was a flawless circle, with no visible wings, engines, or anything that made sense. It hovered steadily, drifting at its own pace before the footage abruptly ended, leaving its fate unknown. Some thought it was an alien craft making a bold daytime appearance, while skeptics argued it was some sort of atmospheric phenomenon we didn't know about yet. Beam up. This happened in Australia, where witnesses saw a strange object emitting a blinding ray that targeted a mountain peak. The beam wasn't steady though. It flickered in bursts, and after each flash, the sky seemed to take on an otherworldly orange hue. As the footage made rounds online, the speculation poured in. Some wondered if it was an alien abduction attempt, or maybe some kind of extraterrestrial technology scanning the Earth. Others guessed it could be a hidden military experiment, something they didn't want the public to see. Of course, skeptics were quick to chime in, saying it was just a trick of light or an unusual weather event. Drop down. One evening, a person heard some strange noises and decided to grab their phone to capture whatever was going on. What they recorded turned out to be something very strange. A mysterious object hovering high in the sky. As it floated, the object seemed to release dark shapes into the atmosphere before disappearing into the night without a trace. No one knows what those shapes were or what the object was doing up there, and the whole thing has left a lot of people scratching their heads. Was it something natural? Many, however, believed it was an extraterrestrial craft dropping aliens for a ground invasion. Let's hope not. Scanning lights. Back in July 2024, something pretty wild happened in Santiago de Surco, Peru. locals spotted a strange object floating in the sky.
No sé qué carajo está haciendo.
Flashing lights and shooting beams down to the ground. And there's more. One resident managed to get a close-up shot of the craft, and it didn't look like any drone or aircraft they'd ever seen. It appeared as a glowing white orb, pulsing with light as it beamed down powerfully to the Earth. Naturally, people started to freak out. Some were convinced it was an alien UFO, possibly checking out the area, or worse, looking for humans to experiment on. Others, though, were more skeptical, brushing it off as just a super advanced drone. Trip to Earth. In Oaxaca, Mexico, on the 27th of August, dozens of residents witnessed something bizarre streaking across the sky. It appeared to be an unidentified object crashing down, and multiple people managed to capture it on video. Many who saw the clips were convinced this was an alien craft falling from above, while others insisted it looked like a meteor. Later, a man drove to the crash site only to find the road completely blocked off by police. Flames lit up the spot where it had landed, adding to the unease. With so many witnesses and such secrecy, doubts grew. Was this really a meteor? Or had a UFO just fallen to Earth? Shifting spectacle. In the skies above Palm Springs, something extraordinary was captured on film. The witness who recorded the clip said the object kept shifting shape while moving with precise direction. Quickly dismissing the idea that it was a balloon. If you looked closely, the strange craft even blinked and had a rope-like, twisted ring structure that seemed almost fluid in motion. Fringe theorists believe this was no ordinary sighting, but an advanced UFO, unlike the classic saucer design people expect. The unusual shape and controlled movement left many convinced that whatever it was, it did not belong to us. Orb intrusion. Since the Oaxaca sighting of the unidentified object crashing down, reports of mysterious orbs had only increased. One chilling clip came from a pair of factory workers who witnessed an orange orb hovering silently near their facility before it suddenly entered inside. Terrified, they abandoned the building on the spot. Strangely, even from up close, the orb's shape appeared unclear, as though cloaked in some kind of distortion. Many believe this was due to a magnetic field surrounding these unidentified objects, warping both the air and the video itself. Whatever it was, its sudden intrusion left everyone deeply unsettled. Secret experiment. Around midnight in Japan, something strange happened that had everyone on edge. A massive, bright blue light suddenly flooded the sky, casting an eerie glow across the entire city.
And this is what the government's not showing us. Just take a look at this.
The beam shot down, so intense it almost looked like a scene from a movie. What went down beneath that beam remains a mystery. Of course, the internet didn't waste any time coming up with wild theories. Some say it was a signal, maybe some kind of intergalactic communication attempt. Others even think it could have been an attempt to open a portal to another dimension that ended in disaster. Who knows, right? The possibilities are endless.
But nobody knows what this light coming down from the sky is. What is it? What could this be?
Sky disco. A man was just chilling at home, minding his own business, when suddenly his whole window lit up with flashing red and blue beams from the sky. And he caught it all on camera. The internet wasted no time diving into theories. Some thought it was a UFO trying to send us a message or maybe even scare us. A few were convinced the alien ship was having a technical malfunction. But of course, there are always the skeptics who swore it's just some weird light reflection from clouds. But what if this isn't some alien mishap, but rather a form of celestial camouflage? Maybe they're testing a new cloaking technology, and the lights are part of the process. Blinding light. A massive glowing disc was seen hovering in the sky, firing a pulsing beam of energy onto the Earth. Witnesses described the light as so intense, it lit up the entire area. While some believed it was an alien craft testing new tech, others suspected a secret human experiment. But here's a wild thought. What if the beam wasn't a weapon or scanner, but an attempt to prepare the area for something, or someone, to arrive? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.